Get ready with me while I share some of my craziest reselling stories, pretty much just any sort of customer interaction. By the way, fun fact, I am getting ready here for family photos. That did not happen because my dog decided to eat a foreign object as I was putting on my jewelry to walk out the door. So unfortunately, we had to call the vet and get all of that taken care of. But hey, we are still just going to move on. So let's go ahead and start with some crazy Poshmark stories. So one was a bad review, and I just think it's really funny based on the comment that she left. And the comment says everything. Honestly, it's actually funny. So it was a pair of Urban Outfitters BDG brand, kind of like distressed denim pants. So like obviously they're distressed denim pants. They were in great condition. The description said great condition, no flaws noted. And then it had measurements and just like some keywords. And so she puts a 1-star review saying, charge me, but the description was wildly overstated. And I'm just like, what about the description was wildly overstated? And then she goes on to say, I will just give them to my housekeeper. And I was like, oh, okay. I know I'm like, no judgment to anybody, but that comment, that part of that comment told me everything that I needed to know about that interaction. I was like, ma'am, Poshmark is not the app for you, I don't think. I also do my makeup out of order of like most people, but I just do what works best for me, so my eyes always look so crazy when I'm doing eyeshadow. This story is a positive story, and I'm excited to share it. So I sell some bridesmaids dresses, and honestly, I sell a lot of like my own that I've had for people's weddings. And this was one of those instances. And I had the person reach out to me on Poshmark and say, can you offer expedited shipping? And I was like, no, unfortunately, Poshmark doesn't do that. I was like, I could put the listing up on eBay and you can choose expedited shipping, etc., etc. And at this time, I had my Poshmark and my Facebook account linked. So this girl actually found my Facebook account and sent me a message and said, hey, I've had like an emergency with my bridesmaid dress. I really need this by 2 days from now or whatever. And I'm just like, it's Wednesday. Weddings are usually on Saturdays. This is kind of checking out, at least from this standpoint. So I vet her profile. We actually had a few mutual friends, lucky enough. But I am like vetting everything. She agrees to pay PayPal goods and services. She agreed to pay for it upfront and paid for the entire overnight shipping. So I had the money in my possession, and then she trusted me to then go to the post office to mail the dress. She got it, she wore it, everything was perfect. And so I do not recommend this by any means. However, this was just an exception to the case. I find that with bridesmaid dresses, a lot of times, sometimes emergencies happen, and I was so happy to be able to help out this girl. All right, next story is a negative experience. It's someone who is trying to alter images for a return request that ultimately, thankfully, got denied by Poshmark. So it was a Lily Pulitzer dress, and if you know anything about the brand, bright colors, busy pattern, that is their thing. So it was just like a blue-green dress, and she had opened a return request and saying the item does not work as it was described or whatever that thing is. And she edited photos to make them darker, like brought down the exposure. And I was like, ma'am, you've edited these photos. And I said that with the Poshmark conversation, and she sent like multiple photos of them edited, and then in one instance she sent the same photo. You could see it originally with no edits and then with the edited exposure. So I thought that was really funny. But Poshmark sided with me, so there was no issue there. Okay, here's my makeup transition, and my hair is all done, and you guys are about to see my outfit. And again, no pictures were taken, but enjoy this cute look.